Hey, love. Welcome back to Rollerset to Mindset. I'm Angela Fuller. I am your guide when you find yourself at a crossroads and you are wondering what is next for me. Well, tune in because I have the answer for you. If you're watching or if you are listening to this as we head into the Christmas season and ultimately into the new year of 2026, guess what? I have some answers for you. If you're quietly wondering, is it too late for me? Have I missed my turn? Can I really create? Can I create something special in the new year? I say yes, you can. So grab a pen, grab some paper, grab something to write with, because I want you to stay with me. I want you to listen in, because this episode is definitely for you. Because today we are talking about planting seeds. Even when life looks like nothing's growing, listen to me. Your garden is more beautiful than you think. But before we start talking about your dreams, guess what? I want to begin with one truth, because we all have dreams and goals and plans for this upcoming new year. But this is what I want you to meditate on. And this is the truth. Look around you. You are still here. You're still here. You've survived seasons that you thought you wouldn't make it. I know I have. I've survived seasons. And let me tell you, sometimes these seasons of survival come around really fast. So, listen, you've carried responsibilities that were not yours. I know all about that. And you showed up when no one was clapping. And trust and believe me, I know about that as well. And all of that is evidence of your strength and my strength and our strength as women. As women. And if you can say right now, I'm still here, that is more than enough to begin again, y'all. That is more than enough. A lot of us think that we need so much to begin, to start over, to recreate, to reinvent. Just affirming that you are still here, that is the beginning of something beautiful. Because a lot of times we think that based upon our past, that our future is going to be dim. And that is simply not true. That is one of the biggest lies. If you were to be honest, if we as women were to be honest, that's one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. And that lie is the past decides what's next for us. That's not true. We are not going to claim that in any way, because it doesn't. Now, your past might explain a few things for you, but it does not decide where you're going to end up. It does not define your future. I like to think I'm heavily into reading the book The Gap in the Gain. And I believe that the past and our future ought to be used as tools to indicate, to show us how to move in the present moment. It doesn't determine your next tense. It just does not. And I want you this day to stop thinking about it as if it does. Because here's the thing, you've made mistakes in your past, you've had challenges, you've learned. It happened for you, it happened to you, but mostly it happened for you. And if you look at the experiences of your past as happening for you, then you can gain something from it. That's the mindset shift that I have been working on. And I want to invite you to try that for yourself. 2026, it's coming. It doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require you giving up your firstborn. It just doesn't. But what it does require, ladies, is a decision to decide that no more. I'm not tolerating what I tolerated or what I'm tolerating in 2025. I want you to think about going into 2026 with a brand new attitude. Not an attitude of perfection, but an attitude of determination, an attitude with clarity, you know, with courage, with confidence. And regardless of how things may look, you want to bring your joy with you. Don't leave your bliss behind. Bring it with you because, listen, you are going to need it. Your bliss, your joy, it carries you when life just sometimes feel hard. You just got to encourage yourself. You got to bring your joy with you. Um, Decide to stop letting what didn't work talk louder in your head what could still work. Did you hear me? Make a decision to stop letting what didn't work talk louder than what still could. You get to decide your portion, no one else. I know in the past you might have been labeled as getting this much portion. But I'm here to tell you at the latter part of 2025, right here and right now, you decide your portion. It's up to you. You decide how full you want that cup to be. You decide if you want that cup to overflow where it's just falling all over in your saucer. Enough for you to fortify yourself and give to someone else. That decision is up to you. Because a lot of times we feel like a tree. I know I can recall a time in my life where, oh, I was riding high. I felt like a big old tree, deeply rooted, big old trunk, lots of leaves, just doing me. And overnight, that changed. That changed for me. And I found myself in a slump, feeling like a stump. You know what I mean? And feeling like a stump could be fear. You made a decision to move forward and you woke up the next morning full of fear, full of flight, full of fight, full of degrading yourself, telling your own self, who do I think I am to dream this big? A stump could be losing your job. A stump could be changing your mind and feeling confusion because what you decided on didn't feel right. A stump could feel like you have lost your way. We all have stump moments. But when you look at a tree and there's a big old beautiful tree on the right, and you look to your left and there's a stump there, something that used to be a tree, a piece of a tree, and you're judging yourself and others are judging you by the stump appearance that you present. But what they don't recognize and what you don't recognize, you look at the stump, but you forget about the root. You think just because the tree on the right is growing and prospering and reaching towards the sun. But let me tell you something, that same stump that's to the left of that tree, you don't know how deep the roots go. And as long as the roots are strong and fortified, something good can come from it. A stump is not dead. You know, those dark times in your life doesn't mean that it's over for you. No, it doesn't. I want you to remember that you still have roots. Think back to the time when life was working for you, when your mindset was where it needed to be, where your heart set was where it needed to be. Sometimes we got to pull and draw from our past to determine how we behave in the present moment. And let me tell you something, roots, those roots that you planted, the seeds that you planted, and the roots that grew deep into the earth from those seeds, they do their best work underground when no one is watching. That's what I want you to remember. That's what I want you to hold on to. And just because it looks like your life is not working now, it does not mean that it's not working. It doesn't mean that it's not working. It's just not looking like it's growing. But a lot is happening beneath the surface. And that's a powerful thing to remember. A lot is happening beneath the appearance of lack, beneath the appearance of depression, of despair, of hopelessness. A lot is happening. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to plant your seed. That's right. I want you to plant your seed because when you think of the size of a seed, the size of a mustard seed, that tiny, tiny mustard seed, so much is produced from a mustard seed. And I want you to lean in because I want you to get this. Big things have small beginnings. Big things have small beginnings. A mustard seed is tiny. Think about a mustard seed. You can barely see it in your hand. A mustard seed is tiny, but it grows into something strong, something beautiful, something life-giving. And so it is with your life. Your seed for 2026, ladies, it doesn't have to be a big one. It just doesn't have to be. It might be one idea that you nurture and that it will grow. It could be a boundary that you've set, not just for others, but for yourself to keep you on point, to keep you on task. It might be something that you forgot about at the beginning of 2025, and you decided that you're going to bring life, breathe life back into it. It could be one conversation that you've been avoiding, but you've decided that you are going to have. You know, planting seeds means you're saying to yourself, I'm creating space for what I want to grow. That's it. I am. Make that determination. Say it with conviction. I am making space. I am creating space for something new to grow. And when you say it and you believe it and you say it with conviction, you would be surprised what comes out of that. It has worked for me every single time. And when you plant the seed, listen in now, when you plant the seed, you create the environment where your dreams can finally take root. And once it takes root, baby, get ready for your harvest because I know your harvest is coming. And so I want to leave you with this. I really do. I want to leave you with something positive that can make a difference not only in your life but in someone else's life. Another woman that comes to mind, and that's this: you don't need to have everything figured out before the new year begins. Start now. Start now with a decision. That alone is 50% of the battle. A decision. Once you make that decision, that's like the pre-root. Then you begin to draw and pull on your imagination. and let your imagination go to work to create what you want to create. You gotta stay hopeful. Don't walk around like a person without hope. Hope and faith, those two combination, and then when you sprinkle some love with that, baby, that's a combination. Faith, hope, and love. You can't lose with that trifecta. You just can't lose, because faith, hope, and love are not abstract ideas. No, 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 no. They are nutrients. Those three are nutrients for bigger, better growth. And when you plant those seeds, growth is going to come. It's inevitable. It has to come. It has to work, or it has to work. There's no other option there. So if no one has told you yet, from January 1 of 2025 to this day right here, it's not too late for you, baby. I'm telling you, it's not too late for you. You are not behind. And 2026 is it's your beginning. It's your beginning. It's your opportunity to begin again. So go ahead and plant the seed. And if you need help with that, come back to this video. Come back to this video. Share the video out. The important thing is you want to keep yourself surrounded with the right words, with the right people. You want to keep yourself rooted in the right places. Because around here, on this channel, on this podcast, we believe in transformation. And we believe that transformation is an inside job. And it does its work quietly. And then it produces for the world to see. I'll talk with you soon, okay? Bye. Mwah.